the model on device is incredible. It keeps your privacy, your security, it lowers the latency, and most importantly, significantly reduces cost. This device is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite chip. It is the most powerful processor for a PC ever built, with the longest battery life, the most capable AI. And we're going to bring this to all Alarm PCs going forward. Incredibly excited to bring this power of our platform to Alarm PCs. Please meet the PC.
And meet Alam was also on the device, and that we took the model that we have been building, and within a week, we were able to distill and quantize the model and have it fully running on the device.
So a couple of really big highlights. Amit and I are very close friends, by the way. Just to make sure that everybody understands, we're not a PC manufacturer. This is much more than a PC. I want to take a minute and acknowledge what Sadaya has done with Alam is something that Saudi Arabia should be very, very proud of. Just to give you some context, you saw today in the world that hundreds of billions of dollars is being spent on training frontier models. Today, Alam, total budget to train Alam and get it to be built from the scratch, I would tell you less than $30 million US. Look what they have done with limited resources. In the near term, you're going to see some amazing things. I wish I could talk about it publicly today. In the month of April, we have some really, really big news. And one thing that Akash promised me to, as they continue to scale their team in Saudi Arabia, this will become the standard SKU for Qualcomm employees moving forward. We want to see Alam growing, driving edge use cases to lower the cost of AI infrastructure is important. We are in the business of building models. And hopefully the partnership that we'll do with Alat when Amit and the team is ready is to take the innovation that we're doing to the next level. We build the reference design, by the way, from the ground up, completely from the ground up. This is not just a simple thing that we have taken, and this is why the partnership with Qualcomm was important to define the architecture of what would look today, and to take advantage of an ARM processor that is really built for energy efficiency, that has an MPU, GPU, and this is just the beginning of many edge cases that we will offer to the market. So congratulations to Dr. Yasser, and also really, again, to what Sadaya team have done, and I think this is going to become really a main headline into this region. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As a part of this initiative, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to make this available, the model available on a Qualcomm AI Hub. It makes it extremely easy for any developer to develop experiences on top of the Alarm model for PCs using the Qualcomm AI Hub product. So please stay tuned on that, and if you're a developer, please try it out. But we are not done. We're not done with just doing this on the device. We want to do hybrid AI between the device and the cloud. And we want AI to be intelligent so that it can make a decision on whether to run a certain inference case on the device, to run it in the cloud, or to split the load between the two. So what we are announcing is Alarm Playground. It is a product where developers can go in and try out hybrid AI between the device and the Qualcomm AI-powered cloud. It's an incredibly exciting product. It is also going to be available on our AI Hub product, and you'll be able to come in and try hybrid AI for the first time.
And Akash, maybe for everybody in the audience as well, the time we met with Qualcomm team, the original idea was something that hasn't happened before, and the main driver for this is cost. So privacy by design ensures that if you have sensitive data, what will be more private than something that you could run locally? So security architecture is really thought of as the first. Distilling the model and having Alam 7B running at an extremely fast inferencing was something that has been achieved. And this concept of hybrid AI, if you ask Alam a question that the PC does not know how to answer, it goes to the cloud, to the larger model, extract the data. This orchestration layer that has been built, it wasn't trivial. But we think this is a world first in implementation, starting from one edge device. And now you could now imagine what is the possibilities of many, many other edge devices to be built. And so we could not be any happier. I know there's a session today to show the development playground that Qualcomm and us have worked on. We want Alam to really become an open source with the best Arabic large language model that understand our culture, our heritage. There is no biases. So we're very, very excited, and we really thank you for all the partnership that we have done with Qualcomm.
Thank you very much. And we're going to bring this same expertise to every other edge device that Qualcomm participates in. So please stay tuned.
Okay.
Welcome to the stage Guo Dongliang, the Vice President of Product and Solution at Alibaba Cloud International.
Your Excellency and distinguished guests, thank you for giving me this opportunity to announce the Alibaba Cloud AI Empowering Program for the Saudi. As the first hyperscaler cloud provider in the region, this is the 4th year since we released our Saudi region together with STC and ICCC or joint venture back in 2022. Marching into the AI era, we are thrilled to announce that today at LEAP, together with ICCC, we will announce the AI Empowerment Program. So by Empowering Program, underneath, actually there will be 3 layers. The first thing is we will make it available of the Queen series models available in the region. Thank you. And secondly, we will make the platform from AI a one-stop generative AI engineering platform available in the region. And lastly, and most importantly, we will upgrade our training program, the Alibaba Cloud Academy, for the region. So some of you guys might already heard that we recently announced the release of Queen 2.5 Max model. And it has achieved impressive performance in the Hugging Face leaderboard, even surpassing some very popular models, as you can imagine. And it offers a wide span of sizes from the very small 0.5 billion to the 72 billion, and make it possible for the enterprises to balance the cost and performance, and made it possible for them to deploy it either on the device or on the cloud. And also, it's been trained with over 18 trillion tokens, so very solid foundation for all the enterprises to do various businesses. And it's specialized in over 29 languages, especially Southeast language like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and of course, it has a very exceptional performance in Arabic as well. The better thing is Queen series models actually is open source models. And ever since, Queen series model was released back in 2023, we contributed to the community and make it available for the worldwide developers and enterprises to use it. As you can see, we have achieved over 40 million downloads from Hugging Face, and we have got 78,000 more derivative models built upon our Queen foundation models. Along the way, every milestone reflects our continuous efforts and our pursuit of excellency, and most importantly, our commitment to open source community and the prosperity of AI ecosystem. And we realized that to unleash the power of AI, enterprises face lots of challenges from the model to the production. So that's why we make it available, the PI, the platform for AI, available in the region. It's a one-stop engineering platform for the enterprises to build models, to fine-tune models, to deploy models, to build applications, and to maintain all the customizations and the complexities will be taken care of by this platform. And ever since 2022, Alibaba Cloud has been actively contributing to the developing of local talents and trainings for the young students and the engineers with various initiatives designed to equip them with the cutting-edge technologies and cloud computing skills. And last year, together with our local partner, Tuwak Academy, actually we have for the first time delivered over 10 AI and cloud computing series of trainings, and over 100 students benefited from this program. And of course, looking forward, we'll continue this journey and make more effort to train the local talents. We will provide more AI courses, we will provide the AI certifications, and also we will provide free memberships and hands-on labs so that the young students can really experience the AI and to sharpen their skills in the real scenarios. Before I conclude today's session, I would like to say that AI is the next big thing. And Alibaba Cloud is a commitment to unlock the boundless potentials for every citizen, every student, every engineer, and every professionals. By equipping with people with necessary skills and technologies, we are investing in the future, where technology serves as a catalyst for inclusive growth and sustainable development in the kingdom. Let's embrace it together and make brighter future. Thank you.
Welcome to the stage, Naveen Zucchi, the Chief Information Officer at Databricks.
Data is big, but its potential is even bigger. Data intelligence holds the promise of curing diseases, saving lives, reversing climate change, and changing the way we live. We believe the future depends on data and unlocking its limitless potential with AI. We're here to make that happen. Databricks is the data and AI company. We help companies take control of their data, put it to work with AI, and solve the world's toughest problems. Because the challenges we face as businesses, as people, and as a planet aren't easy. They can't be solved in silos. They are too important to be left to the few. We need all the data, all the AI, all the brain power. We need all hands on deck. In one place, on the new Data Intelligence Platform, the only platform that brings AI to your data, so you can bring AI to the world. Now you can own your future. And that changes everything. It expands our sense of what's possible. It makes things simple. It turns reactive into proactive, so you can innovate faster, because that's how innovation should happen, collaborative and fast. So let's defy assumptions, break the mold, map every genome, cure every cancer, binge-watch the cosmos, spelunk black holes, make every voice heard, reverse count every vote, take more moonshots, and land them.
The heavens have become a part of man's work.
From now on, nothing stands between you and your data, you and the answers, because the power of data intelligence is the power of knowing. Now, you know.
Good afternoon, Leap. Really pleasure to be here in the kingdom for the first time and meeting His Excellency. And as you eloquently pointed out, the digital age, the the digital divide we have, we need the intelligence age to break the digital divide. And I'm really pleased to be presenting on behalf of Databricks. A little bit about the company. We have been in the open source GenAI space as well as in data space for the last 11 years. And we have now over 12,000 customers, with 60% of the Fortune 500 customers leveraging us for data and AI needs. And we are really excited to be partnering here in the kingdom and establishing a long-term relationship with the kingdom itself. So a little bit about our mission. Our mission has been to democratize data and AI. And we have an open source data architecture that can bring together everything under one platform, eliminate silos, and ensure data governance. So how are you planning to bring the data intelligence platform to the kingdom? So 5 main points. Number 1, we are building a Middle East regional hub. We started that in 2024, with the hub being in the kingdom itself. Second, we are going to invest $300 million over the next 5 years in upskilling the Saudi citizens, in building the Databricks business, as well as having the latest in data engineering and AI skills, and help our Saudi customers to innovate on Databricks in the kingdom. Third, we are planning to contribute to the local digital economy and the vision you have for Vision 2030, which we are really excited to be part of. And fourth, we are partnering with MCIT in providing data engineering certifications free of charge to every Saudi citizen who wants to get certified in data engineering. And we plan to add additional certifications that we will provide to the citizens of the kingdom itself. We are also partnering with Tawfiq Academy to bring more courses to the market. And then finally, we are going to be investing in R&D to be building our software, starting with Azure in 2026. So really excited to be part of this. And thank you so much for having us here at Leap. We look forward to growing in Saudi Arabia and bringing data intelligence to you all.
Welcome to the stage, Rodrigo Liang, the CEO of SambaNova.
Your Excellency and distinguished guests, thank you so much for inviting SambaNova to be up here. It's just so impressive to see how much technology and how many global technology leaders have come together here to advance AI and advance kind of our global needs. And so I wanted to introduce real briefly SambaNova. You know, we are a spin-out from Stanford University, really thinking about how do we actually tackle one of the major problems we have with AI, which is energy, right? That AI scaling is going to be limited by power, and we're thinking about how to actually extract the most amount of capability out of the power that we're able to provide. And so SambaNova, we're a full-stack company. We started by thinking about data. Every company, every organization has their data, and you want to protect it. And so what we do is we deliver technology, full-stack chips to models, train your data privately into it, and allow you to keep the model in perpetuity. And so that's what we do. And so one of the things that we're really, really focused on, and this is where we appreciate the work that we've been doing here with Saudi Aramco, our friends here, and the rest of the kingdom, is sovereignty. It's about protecting your data, owning your own destiny on AI, and being able to control where the models go. And that's what SambaNova has been focusing on. And so today, we're really excited about 3 announcements we're making. One is on the investments that we're making in the KSA. 2, some partnerships that we're doing actually in the region. And then 3, one of our jobs as a startup is to talk about the innovations that we're doing coming out of Silicon Valley and other things that we're bringing to the kingdom. So first and foremost, we're really, really excited about partnering to bring over $140 million of AI infrastructure into the region in the form of economic activity and investment in the region's AI ecosystem. And so this is done in great partnership with MCIT, and thank you to the Minister Swaha for helping us with this, and with the National Semiconductor Hub. And we're looking to bring not just our technology and our services, but also bringing semiconductor expertise, hiring teams here, and really building a collaborative effort over the next many, many years. So really excited about that. The second thing is we're announcing that we're partnering with STC AI to introduce KSA's premier sovereign LLM as a service cloud. And this is running on the world's largest open source model, the Llama 405B. Really excited. This is something that SambaNova Cloud is offering, and we've been able to partner with STC, great partners, to bring that service into the kingdom. And it's going to feature capabilities like the STC Enterprise GPT and the fastest inference speeds on Llama 405B. So really excited about that partnership that we're announcing today. And finally, one of the things that everyone's been talking about over the last 2 weeks about DeepSeek. Right? DeepSeek changed the world because it changed economics for training. And one of the things that we're really excited about announcing today is SambaNova, today, here in the kingdom, is the first time we're announcing this, is that we're now going to offer the full 671 billion parameter R1 model on SambaNova Cloud. This is the full, not the distilled 70 billion, but the full 671 billion parameter model, R1. This is the model that changed the world because of the reasoning capabilities that it has, and it's open. It's open to the world for all of us to take and train and use and commoditize this level of capability. And so we're really excited about that. And what's more is that on the job of efficiency, as you know, for inferencing, the training cost was reduced, but inferencing was still high. And so with inferencing, you know that this model, the 671 billion parameter model, is running on 40 racks of GPUs. SambaNova today is announcing that we're able to run that in one single 10 kilowatt rack. One rack, 10 kilowatts, running the entire 671 billion parameter model. And we're announcing that today is available to select customers today. And next few weeks, we're going to make it open on the cloud. So really excited about announcing those things here, and really excited about the partnership. So over the next many months, several months, we're scaling this to provide 100x the global capacity of DeepSeek 671B over the course of this year. So really excited about the partnership, and thank you for having us.
Welcome to the stage, Julian Barrett-Dew, the Managing Director at KKR.
Your Excellencies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's just an honor for me to be here today at this incredible conference. And I think the momentum and just the excitement that you can feel here is a terrific reflection of all of the opportunity that just sits across the digital landscape here in Saudi Arabia. So thank you very much for having me. Maybe as a brief introduction, KKR is a leading global alternative asset manager. We've been around for 48 years. We have a long history of global investing. And today we manage about 640 billion across private equity, real assets, credit, and insurance. We invest across 4 countries. We have offices in 30 cities. And to us, the Gulf region, and in particular KSA, is one of our really high conviction destinations. We've been on the ground here in the region for a long time, since 2009. We've actually had an office here in Riyadh since 2013. And throughout that time period, it's just been incredible to witness the growth and the opportunity that has emerged across so many different sectors. But maybe in particular, we've been extremely impressed by the commitment and the leadership in Saudi Arabia to support the technology ecosystem. So we're very excited to be investing here, and also very excited about the partnership that we will be announcing today. Now, I sit in the infrastructure division, and for us, infrastructure is all about building the backbone that supports economic growth, and is also what has really enabled the mass adoption of some of the greatest innovations that we've seen over the last 200, 300 years. Innovations that created tremendous investment opportunity. And today, for us on a global scale, digitalization is really one of the most compelling infrastructure investment opportunities that we see. And what we have been doing at KKR for the last 15 years is really building a leading track record, investing behind mission-critical infrastructure through a disciplined and differentiated risk-based strategy. And in terms of the opportunity set in digital, as you are all very well familiar, I think we believe that the trend line will not only continue, but especially with the growth of AI, accelerate over the next 5 years and increase the technology sector's share of global GDP to 35%, or $50 trillion over time. And of course, data centers is really the backbone that supports the digital economy. And maybe just to illustrate just the scale of the demand that we're seeing, as you can see on this chart, in the US market last year, as an example, the level of data center lease-up was actually equivalent to adding one more New York City to the US power grid. And at KKR, we are uniquely positioned to invest behind these megatrends. Over time, we become a partner of choice for governments, strategics, enterprise, just given our understanding of the full technology stack, our capabilities across compute, data centers, power, fixed and mobile infrastructure, and of course also access to deep and flexible long-term capital. So maybe with that, I'm incredibly pleased to announce our partnership with Gulf Data Hub. GDH is an independent data center platform that is owned jointly by the founder, Mr. Tariq Al-Ashram, and KKR. And for us, Saudi Arabia is a key market and just an incredibly exciting investment opportunity. We already have a fully operational data center in Dammam, and we're building out more capacity in Dammam, Riyadh, and Jeddah, with a near-term plan to build 300 megawatts in the first phase. And so from a KKR perspective, I think the track record and the local capabilities and expertise of GDH, tied together with KKR's global perspective and long-standing experience in building infrastructure and infrastructure champions in data center, communications, and the power industry, creates a very powerful combination. So we look forward to this journey, and together with GDH, we really look forward to support the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's ambitions and vision to become a major digital hub and a center for innovation, not just here in the region, but on a global scale. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the stage Eric Loeb, the Executive Vice President of Global Government Affairs and Public Policy at Salesforce, and Mohammed Al-Qutani, the Senior Vice President, Middle East Regional Leader at Salesforce.
Well, Salesforce is very, very grateful to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and to our amazing partners across government for your welcome support for our market expansion. And it's really such an exciting and special ecosystem that is here and for us to be able to be part of to support the Vision 2030. The excitement for this is just growing, and His Excellency Minister Al-Swaha and His Excellency Minister Afala and Arvind and our CEO, Mark Benioff, were just discussing the many possibilities a couple of weeks ago in Davos. And now we're just so thrilled to be here. For over 25 years, Salesforce has been at the cutting edge of innovation in support of our customers, and whether it was moving to the cloud, mobile, and now the excitement around agentic AI that we're talking about today, which we look forward to developing and localizing here. But to do all this with AI, we need an amazing human at the helm, And so I'm excited to introduce my colleague, Mohammed Al-Khatani, our regional leader for the Middle East, who will talk about our investments that we are announcing today.
Thank you so much, Eric, for your kind words. And assalamu alaikum, everyone. Customer experience is growing in our beloved kingdom with a pace over 16% year on year. Not only that, we are blessed with a government, as His Excellency Mr. Aswaha mentioned earlier in the morning, fourth when it comes to the ranking with the e-government services globally. I'm honored to represent Salesforce today as the leader for the region and representing an investment of $500 million in this region. Let me give you some details about this investment. The first one is our announcing our regional headquarters to be here out of Riyadh, serving the whole Middle East. Not only that, we are partnering with AWS to bring to Saudi Arabia and the region, and to serve our customers regionally and globally, the latest technology, Hyperforce. Accompanied with this, we are partnering with IBM to launch our innovation center when it comes to Salesforce, artificial intelligence, technologies. All of this will come in a local flavor. We are putting Arabic language and localization at the top of our priorities. We are also committing to upskill more than 30,000 citizens in Saudi Arabia with the latest technologies when it comes to AI. We agreed with Princess Noura University, the largest women university globally, to embed those technologies and courses in their curriculum. We are looking forward, together with Mark, Eric, and the rest of the leadership team at Salesforce, to continue supporting our Vision 2030. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eric.
Welcome to the stage Dan Hu, the Vice President of Middle East and Africa at Tencent Cloud International.
They say those who know how to play know how to live. The same wisdom applies to business. We are known for connecting players around the world through our legendary applications. We believe that play has the power to enhance every aspect of life. Play inspires, connects, energizes, unites. Play powers us. Play, powered by Tencent Cloud. With decades of experience connecting billions worldwide, we offer our partners a diverse portfolio of proven technology solutions, media and communication services, and AI-powered applications. Tencent Cloud empowers businesses to play better. We now bring the innovation to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Play well with Tencent Cloud.
Your Excellency, Engineer Abdullah Aswaha, the Minister to MCIT. Your Excellency Haitham Al-Hili, Vice Minister and Deputy Ministers. Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dan Hu. I'm the Vice President for Tencent Cloud covering Middle East and North Africa region. I have been living and working in the region since 2010, over 15 years, with a number of visits to the region, to the kingdom, and a number of projects here. Saudi and the Middle East is my second hometown. I'm very pleased to be here at LEAP, where all of us, we are witnessing the remarkable progress of digital transformation in the kingdom. I would like to take this opportunity to give you the latest update of Tencent Cloud in the kingdom. All of us, we are inspired by Vision 2030 and the Saudi gaming and esports national strategy. As we can foresee, by the year of 2030, the gaming and the esports market is projected to reach $13.3 billion by the year of 2030. And also, 5G network covers more than 90% of the major cities. Huge market, great market. And as you just went through the Tencent Cloud video, Tencent, as a global company, we have served over 1 billion internet users across the globe. And we have built a global mobile games ecosystem with some of very well-known games, for example, PUBG Mobile and Honor of Kings, which are phenomenal games in the kingdom, in the region, and globally. While we see a strong demand, especially from local market, of a robust cloud computing infrastructure, which is becoming crucial. And that's the reason we are here. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very excited to announce that Tencent Saudi Cloud region will be operational by this year, 2025. Right here, right now. So the Tencent Cloud Saudi region will be the first cloud region of Tencent Cloud Global Network for Middle East and North Africa region. And it will be part of our global data center network of 58 availability zones across 21 regions across the globe. The Tencent Cloud Saudi region will be starting with 2 availability zones, full redundancy. It's a full-fledged cloud infrastructure in IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. IaaS including computing, networking, security, and PaaS. We have very featured PaaS product, including big data, AI, our very featured media service, for example, live streaming, real-time communication, and super app as service. So I think the timing couldn't be better for now. Why? Because the kingdom is preparing to host 2025 Esports World Cup and the Olympics. And I think the upcoming Tencent Cloud Saudi region will contribute to support these big events. And as part of our investment, Tencent commit to invest $150 million for the local infrastructure, resource, and partnerships over the next few years to support the Kingdom Vision 2030. And here we would like to showcase some of our regional customers, like BYD, the leader of new energy, like Zentech, the regional leader for digital solutions, along with Lulumoney, CLI PlayStyle, Live Chat. So as the Tencent Cloud Saudi region is coming by 2025, please, all of you guys, explore Tencent Saudi Cloud region and partner with us. Shukran. Thank you very much.
Please welcome to the stage His Excellency Abdullah Al-Sawaha, the Minister of Communication and Information Technology, and Arvind Krishna, Chairman and CEO of IBM.
So welcome, Arvind, once again to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Your leap, usual right now. This is your third leap or fourth?
This is my third leap.
Third.
Also, I think maybe the fourth time we meet in the last 12 months. So that is also
a
good
we
signal.
met much more than
Yeah.
that. But speaking of meetings, Arvind, one thing I learned from His Royal Highness is that every leader in the 21st century must be able to call out market trends, be able to look and pick up these signals, have an amazing ability to zoom in and zoom out as necessary, and allocate resources to make sure that we can lead and leapfrog in the 21st century. What happened in the past few weeks was quite interesting with DeepSeek, prior to that with the move from generative AI to agentic AI. And I think no leader in the industry can really help educate all of us, the leaders in the room, the youth, the women, the talent, about picking out market transitions and where the market is heading. So why don't you share to us from your perspective as a long veteran of IBM and somebody that practically doubled the market cap of IBM and brought it back to the spotlight. So congratulations on that, and the floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you. So thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you also for noticing our performance. Look, I'll point to, you're right, we have to look at trends, and if you're after a trend, you can leverage it, but you're not going to get a lot of value usually. So what His Excellency is talking about is picking up faint signals. Something is happening. Is there a technology community excited? Are there some very early adopters who are just waiting to get to it? And I'll point to three very simply. I noticed a couple of the announcements, people use the word sovereign. I'll use the word hybrid, but it means sort of the same thing. People want to have control over some things. They might be willing to let some things run elsewhere, but you have to have this capability for sovereignty, and it gets enabled through what we would call hybrid cloud, which is also a word that got used. We picked up that trend about 7 years ago, and we now have the leading portfolio in that. We're very happy to bring that to the kingdom. As His Excellency and other people in the room know, that's one early one. AI. Look, people are excited about AI, but AI for numerical purposes has been used for 20 years. So what we should be careful of, the reason for the excitement is that AI is the closest we have come to be able to read and to be able to understand what may be behind everything that we read. The word understand may be a bit too much, but it does a pretty good job of getting there. I think that is very exciting. And the reason His Excellency mentioned DeepSeek, I have been a believer, and I have said to His Excellency for 2 years now, I believe the cost of training will become 1%, so 1 over 100 of what it used to be. And I think DeepSeek was a proof point of that. And I believe the cost of inference will be even lower than that. It'll be less than 1% of what it is today. You bring all these together, and you suddenly are going to democratize AI because you can build models in different places, and you can run them everywhere. We saw some great examples of that in the announcements that were being made. And the last trend I'll point out is these are all still digital CMOS technologies. And another breakthrough that I think is now 2-3 years around the corner is on quantum computing. We're very excited to be working on that with some members in the kingdom, but I believe quantum will open up in an area that is, for the kingdom is exciting, all about materials, energy, oil and gas, maybe pharmaceuticals, areas that are critical to the kingdom and that are very much part of Vision 2030. So maybe those are some early signals.
You know I can't help myself ask you a few questions on quantum, but we're going to come to that. But Arvind, as a leader who really transformed IBM from a hardware company to software and services, and if you recall, you really was behind the cloud acquisition and entering from the mainframe to the PC to the cloud for IBM and looking at the different optimizations. If we draw parallels, I mean, everybody was talking about the cloud optimization, how the innovation trigger took place, the orchestration layer, all of these trigger points. Within AI, we just have seen some optimizations on compute and algorithms. Where do you believe will be the next wave of optimizations, as you have articulated, that will trigger those units of economics for diffusion and proliferation of this general purpose technology?
So the first, which I think is very underestimated, right now all the fascination is with these large models that serve everybody. I'll call them, and the world of technology has shown that those are always very powerful and well used. Currently, domain-specific models are only 1% of what is used. By domain-specific, I mean something which may be used in a steel mill, something which may be used for upstream oil and gas, something which may be used in an industrial process. That's a domain-specific. We believe in the next 3 to 4 years, those become over half of all deployed models. That is an area we all have to go innovate to make it correct. What is the area on how you train these models? How do you deploy these models? How do you run them? But most importantly, how do you begin to bring domain knowledge on top of base models to begin to get that? I think that is a really big and important area that is going to come, and that is going to fundamentally transform how things work. And I think that that's a big advantage and opportunity here in the kingdom.
I couldn't agree with you more. Leveraging our captive market, and when we spoke about this, you need a minimum of 30-ish million user base. Capital market when it comes to the investment, the energy, the momentum, the ecosystem. I couldn't agree with you.
The data, you happen to have a very rich collection of data from some of the industries that are here. You've had a successful oil and gas, refining,
Thank you for that name frame. 1947, was it?
1947 was the first installation in
90 years worth of data, 15 trillion tokens worth of data in the oil and gas to really deliver on the promise of agentic AI and autonomous AI within the industrial age. You love quantum, so we have to talk about quantum. Everybody, your peers within the industry, some of them are saying quantum is 20 years out. Some of your closer peers in the industry, they're saying it's 5 to 10-year problem statement. And some of them, it's all about the error correction piece. What's your projection and what's your bet as IBM?
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
Okay, you heard it here first in Leap.
And I'll give you a couple of proof points. One can imagine people like the University of Chicago, the National Labs, University of Illinois, State of Illinois, kind of are serious people that think about their investments carefully, like the kingdom does. And they're putting a lot of money down for a national quantum algorithmic center in Illinois. I'm hoping that we'll duplicate some of those things here also. But they want to see what problems can be progressed in the rich area of materials and financial risk. But the fact that people now want to put money on algorithms tells you that they believe the hardware is coming and is going to be there in a short amount of time. Yes, error correction is important for some problems. It is not important in its full extent for all problems. And the simple intuition for you, the world of physical materials has imperfections, otherwise known as errors. And the world still works. So which problems also can be scaled even bigger before we get to the world of full error correction, I think is going to be an important area. But I stick to my prediction. In 3 to 5 years, we will see something amazing on quantum computers.
It reminds me when the whole industry was saying you cannot build a training model with a floating point precision of 8. And we were proven right when we took a bet on that optimization.
Yes.
You bet on Alam. You were the first company to make it available within your Watson X.
Yes.
You've built an innovation in an AI and a software development house with Sadaya, MCIT, and the whole ecosystem, and you've trained it. And I think you're here to double down on these investments. Can you share about the next chapter?
Absolutely. So when I stood here last year with His Excellency, we talked about that at that point we're about to start on an AI R&D lab over here. So with help from the Ministry of Investment, from MCIT, from MIST, and in cooperation with Sadaya, we said we're going to stand this up. When His Excellency asked me, I said we are absolutely going to hire a lot of Saudi nationals, not just bring expats or those expats who are already here. And that number has surprised me to the upside. Over 70% of our hires in there are Saudi nationals, not expats. So that is a really positive statement. We are also ahead of schedule. I told you that I expect that we should be getting maybe by the end of 25 to 100. We are close to that already. I think we'll double it again over the next year or so. So those are really positive statements. But to also talk about, I'll call it a public-private partnership. To me, it was a very simple observation. The minister talked about looking at signals. Who has more knowledge of Arabic than the kingdom here? So if we want to lean into and get, he talked about not biases, I'll talk about something that is more authentic to an Arabic speaker, leveraging Alam and leveraging the expertise of Sadaya to then bring that and take it to the world. Because there's a lot of Arabic speakers, by the way, not just in the kingdom. There's Arabic speakers across the world. And to bring it there, I think is extremely powerful. And now to do all the next steps, how to add domain knowledge to it, how to add distillation to it, are all the things that we look forward to doing in combination with the ministries, with the kingdom, and with our team, a lot of whom are now here.
Well, my dear friend, as a lifelong partner and a friend of the kingdom, you've taken a bet on the kingdom, and we have grown together successfully. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Arvind. Thank you, my dear friend. Thank you. Please.
Please welcome Enrique Lores, President and CEO, HP Inc.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having us here. I want to start by congratulating all of you for this fantastic event. LEAP in the last 3 years has become one of the key technology events in the world, and just see how many of us are here today showing our technology, displaying what are the plans that we have to grow in the kingdom. And I want to also thank and congratulate the kingdom for the progress that is being made. Every time I come to Saudi, I'm surprised by the energy, by the progress that is being made executing the 2030 vision. I don't think there is a country in the world where there is so much alignment from the government to every citizen in terms of what is the direction and what needs to be done. And it's not only about the vision, it's also about the execution that is happening and the progress that is happening every day. So really, congratulations. Today, we have heard from many companies how AI is transforming the technology world. How all of us are going to be using AI to be more productive, to transform the experience that our customers get. And this is also where HP is focused. But we are focused in a very specific problem, and we have a very unique way of addressing that. We are focused in defining what we call the future of work, in defining how all of us will be working in the future. And we want to achieve two different goals. We want to continue to increase productivity, enable all of our clients to drive growth, but we also want to do that in a way that will increase the fulfillment of our employees, that will make our teams to feel better about the work that they do. And this is very important. We measure every year what is the satisfaction all over the world of employees. How do they feel about the work that they do? And the numbers are very low, actually. less than 30% of the people in the world feel good about the job that they do. And this is important not only to make them feel good, because this also determines how productive they are at work. So the goal that we have on HP, the strategy that we have, is about improving productivity, while at the same time, we will be improving fulfillment of employees. So it's a very specific problem that we are addressing in a very specific way as well. It's not only about addressing AI at the cloud, it's about enabling AI at the edge, integrating AI into every device that we use in our normal work, in our PCs, in our printers, in our headsets, in the communication devices that we do. And this is important because this will enable the companies to do it in a cheaper way than accessing the cloud, in a more secure way, because you will have the data locally. You don't have to upload and download the data. But also because in many occasions, this will address one of the key problems that we have, which is latency. How much time it takes to get data back and forth. That's the problem that we are addressing, and that's the opportunity that we see in front of us. And we think that the work that we are doing here in the kingdom and that we are going to be expanding over the next years is going to play a fundamental role in this strategy. In fact, the key reason why I'm here today is to make 3 key announcements. First of all, we are going to be producing and building computers in the kingdom. And in 2025, thank you. And we have the goal that in 2025, we will be the company that will produce the first PCs here in the kingdom. You have heard from some of our competitors that they will do that as well. And these are actually great news, because it's not only about building the factory, it's about building a full ecosystem of suppliers. And the more companies that come to the kingdom, the better it will be for all of us, but also for the kingdom itself. So we really welcome other companies to come as well. Our goal is to start with PCs that we will be producing here for the kingdom, but we believe that given the geographical position of Saudi, we can use those factories to serve other countries around. And this is the plan that we have for the next years, to expand the type of products that we will be building here, and also to move to be able to produce products for the region that we will be serving from Saudi. Second big announcement is related to AI and to enable the development of models locally. Arvind was very clear when he was talking about the new type of models that are being developed. They are domain-specific knowledge. Our goal is to be able to run this domain-specific knowledge in our products, to do it locally. But those models need to be developed solving and thinking about a specific problem, about a specific industry. And we are going to be building a development center in Saudi in close collaboration with local entities to make sure that we build the capabilities locally to develop these models and to build these models. This is a model that we have put in place in a few other countries in the world, and we have seen how successful it is, both to develop local talent, but also to have a very strong impact in those companies that we will be working with to develop and to build those models. Increases productivity and develops the talent in the country. And the last announcement is about extending the work and doubling down in the work that we have been doing over the last years to develop local talent in Saudi, in the kingdom. Over the years, we have developed programs to train teachers, to make them able to teach their students with technology, to show how technology can improve their results. And we have local programs and programs where we send local teachers to global universities to train and to get developed, and we're going to continue and intensify those programs. We have also initiatives to develop people that will have to define the education policies. And we have seen that this is very important because you need to define the right curricula to develop the right training in the country. And finally, we have also initiatives like the HP Gaming Garage, where we train students, where we let young people have access to technology to show them how technology can really help them to grow, to develop, to become professionals, or even in many cases, to develop and to build their own companies, to become entrepreneurs. So that's not only about building products here, it's about developing R&D and developing models here and continuing to train and to develop the country. We are extremely excited about the opportunities that we have. We see the progress that is being made with the Vision 2030 program. We believe that in a very humble way, we can help and contribute to accelerate that. And we are very proud of the progress we have made in the Kingdom during the last years. So thank you for your attention today, and more important, thank you for the partnership over the last years. Thank you.
Our thanks to Enrique Lores. Please welcome Ahmed El-Khweta, Executive Vice President, Technology and Innovation, Aramco.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Highnesses, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by thanking His Excellency Minister Abdullah Swaha, the Minister of Communications and Information Technology. Under his leadership, LEAP has become one of the world's leading technology conferences and a must-visit destination for entrepreneurs, executives, and even technology enthusiasts. This is just the 4th edition of LEAP, but every year it gets bigger and better. And as many of you know, we at Aramco are proponents of technology, developing, deploying, and driving cutting-edge innovation. Not only because our main products, energy and chemicals, are essential for the technology our world depends on, but because we recognize the immense power technology has to transform our own industry and the world. We know this because technology has driven so much change over the last 100 years. But the advent of artificial intelligence and big data is taking us into a new world with almost limitless opportunity at a pace I don't believe we have ever seen before. For our business, it's helping our environment by improving sustainability, it's helping our people by improving safety, and it's helping our customers by improving reliability. Reliability alone in unplanned downtime and equipment failures costs industries across the world about $1 trillion globally. So that's about equal to the GDP of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, roughly. So new AI models will allow us to predict future health of equipment, minimize failures before they happen. Just one small example. Not only does this mean increased equipment availability, but also reduced impact on the environment. So our use of AI actually starts at exploration. We're using our old seismic data, which we utilized in the past, which we utilized traditional approaches, seismic, rigorous mathematical approaches, and reprocessing them with AI. And we are now able to generate new results from old data, which creates great savings. In production, we are becoming more and more accurate, and we're able to drive our drilling operations autonomously to be able to maximize production, reducing costs, and reducing emissions. So those are just a few examples of AI applications. But the real challenge is not to actually develop AI applications, but rather how to scale it across industrial-sized operations, not just to utilize it, but to maximize value. And maximizing its potential requires three main elements, three main enablers. One is tremendous amounts of real-world data. You need the data first. Then you need to be able to put in place computing power, computing infrastructure to be able to do the models. Although recently, given DeepSeek's success, maybe not as much as we thought before. But finally, and probably the most important element, which I think we tend to forget in our excitement around technology, is you need the talent. You need the subject matter experts who can tell you if the model is telling the truth or not. These three factors are helping Aramco get ahead and stay ahead. We have more than 90 years of proprietary data from our extensive geological, seismic, and process surveys, and every day we collect information equivalent to about 10 billion data points across all our facilities, which goes straight to our Engineering Solutions Center. All of this helps us to optimize our performance. And this was recognized recently, yet again, with an unprecedented 5th Global Lighthouse Award from the World Economic Forum, this time for our North Ghawar oil-producing complex. We are the only international energy company to have more than 3 of these awards, which recognize the adoption of 4th Industrial Revolution technologies. And when it comes to computing power, we've been investing heavily recently. We recently increased our data storage capacity to 1,500 petabytes, and we doubled our data center computing power. We operate a diverse set of supercomputers, including Dammam 7, one of the fastest in the region, a number of NVIDIA SuperPods recently. And last year we announced, as we said this morning, our partnership with Grok to deliver the first AI inferencing center in the region, and I'm glad to say that together we have delivered on time and on budget. Last year we also announced the launch of Aramco MetaBrain, the world's first industrial large language model. Today it's serving our business with a 70 billion parameter model, and I'm excited to say we are in the development of a 1 trillion parameter model. And as DeepSeek showed, building capable AI models isn't limited to global tech companies. It is within the reach of enterprises, even startups, to design AI suited to their own businesses. We have believed this from the beginning, developing our own models with our own data, which is why it gives me great pleasure to introduce our latest innovation, Plant MetaBrain, a time series transformer model utilizing large time series data sets. Using these large data sets, we're able to model the process, the real-time processes that underlie our operations. And we are able to provide actionable insight in real time to operators, engineers, and scientists. By working in real time with minimal user input, we anticipate demand, optimize operations, predict product qualities, and maximize production. This will free up our experts to focus on more value-added tasks rather than being busy with troubleshooting and actually developing models from the ground up. There's no point in having a treasure trove of data or the latest cutting-edge infrastructure if the talent is not there, the human talent to take advantage of it. And at Aramco, we believe our AI is only as good as our HI, our human intelligence. And this is why we are training more than 6,000 AI developers across the company. And we're working with world's leading institutions like Imperial College, Caltech, KAUST, to put hundreds of our employees through advanced degree courses. We're also using the engineers, scientists, and operators we already have to work with those AI developers to train new models, making them more robust and more reliable. Before I conclude, I want to take a step back. All these new models, all these supercomputers have to be powered from somewhere. Right now, AI and data centers consume about 3% of global electricity demand. Indeed, with all the developments we're talking about here at LEAP and elsewhere, estimates predict this demand may double by the end of the decade. Notwithstanding the recent model developments, I still believe the energy demand is actually potentially even higher. Why do I say that? Because training, yes, was perceived to be a huge energy consumer. But by bringing down the cost of training, in many ways, we've created a bigger market because that makes the use and the inference of models much more affordable for a much larger consumption around the world. We can imagine that inference now will go to devices, as we talked about, AI at the edge, even machines, cars. And if that happens, then we can imagine a tremendous amount of energy required to serve that tremendous inference demand. So Aramco is well placed to help meet this increased demand for affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy. Our investments in lower carbon technology like carbon capture and storage, hydrogen, and renewables can help to lower the carbon footprint of this growth in demand. The development of all, of course, are being enabled and accelerated by AI. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, Aramco is not only using our unique size and scale to maximize the use of AI on an industrial scale, but our decades worth of data, and most importantly, our subject matter experts, the talent of our people. That keeps the human experience and human ingenuity at the heart of all we do, and will let us leap into a new world of industrial excellence. Thank you.
Our thanks to Ahmad Al-Khwaita.